So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to dive in here and just kind of discuss Jedi Knight Revan and the recent allegations of him and his suckitude. And I have to say that when I first was looking at him and I kind of cross-examined the situation with some fellow guildmates, I kind of agreed. It seemed like maybe some of our testing wasn't necessarily as conclusive as we thought, and maybe the character's not as effective as we thought in our game changer testing. But after some more gameplay and taking a look at the fact that I'm running a Gear 8 Revan, I realized that with some tweaking to the team around him and just kind of overall mod arrangement, I was able to make the team a lot more effective and realize that the testing was correct, and Revan is in fact the best addition to the game in quite some time, and he's going to be a dominant character in the meta. It just is a matter of time for people to kind of figure out what the best way to use him is and in what composition he's going to be most effective. So what I've gotten Revan to, and this is not like anything crazy here, I've just given him 100 additional speed, and he's at, like I said, Gear 8, and I'm able to easily take down Gear 12 7-star Traya teams in arena. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into battle here against a Traya squad, and I'm running the Jolie, Bindo, and Bastila team with Grandmaster Yoda and General Kenobi. Now, I've modded them all to be about 100 speed additional in comparison to where they were before, which was, around 70 to 90 speed, which is, nothing crazy, but I wasn't necessarily running Jedi in Arena at that moment either. Okay, so basically getting Fracture on Revan is typically not the way you want to start the battle off. But ultimately, it should be all right. So what we want to do is we definitely want to take out Thrawn here. I'm kind of surprised that he was able to go before Revan was able to go. But let's go ahead and work on Grand Admiral Thrawn here a little bit. And hopefully, Revan will die and come back. He'll still have Fracture on, but he gains that turn meter. So now let's call Yoda in for the assist here against Thrawn. Basic attack here. Then hopefully this attack here will take Thrawn out. Oh, not quite. Okay. And that does. So now Revan no longer has Fracture, which is awesome, and we can start to work on people like Darth Nihilus. So now what I want to do is I want to spread these buffs to the squad, and the area of effect here. Okay, let me try to, having pain was kind of a bad start here for Yoda. Okay, let's still try to take out Scion here since we're almost there. I was gonna just go work on Nihilus, but okay, let's do this. So that heals the team. And now we're going to stun Nihilus. We're going to steal that protection up buff. And I'm going to keep working on Nihilus. And now we're going to try to... that was a bad idea. Okay, so let's call in all the Jedi here to assist against Nihilus. And reduce Nihilus's turn meter here. I'm going to do a basic with Kenobi because, having that isolate is not going to help us out at all. Okay, I'm going to call in Yoda here for the assist with Basil. That takes out Nihilus, and now we're going to work on Traya. You can see with that, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to revive our buddy, which now we're going to start working on Traya again. She took him out again. What a wonderful, wonderful person Traya is. Okay, so let's call in Revan for the assist here on Traya. Shouldn't really affect the outcome here, but ultimately, you know, it is nice to have Grandmaster Yoda on the squad. And we will have him back before the end of the encounter because Jolee will get that revive back here in a moment. We're going to work on Traya. Let's continue to try to take her out. And now calling Jolee for the assists. And we're going to revive Grandmaster Yoda again. And then calling Yoda. Ooh, I forgot that she had Isolate. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Doesn't matter. We're still just going to take out Traya here. Calling Yoda for the attack there. Going to spread these buffs to the squad. And then hopefully take Nest out there, which we do. So, again, that's with a Gear 8 Revan that kept dying because obviously he doesn't have, or kept almost dying because he doesn't have that much protection and health. But I was able to take out a pretty high-low meta team there. All right, so now I'm going to go up against another Traya team here with Nest at rank 1. I'll just kind of show you how I take the rank 1 guy on my server here with a Gear 8 Revan. So let's reduce no, let's work on Thrawn here. Ultimately we still want to take him out, but I'm going to focus now on Traya. Okay. Keep working on Traya. We're going to do that. And now I'm going to continue to work on Traya with a basic attack here. I'll do that, and I'm going to call in the other Jedi allies to assist besides Yoda because he's got days. Okay, let me call in Revan here for the attack. Good stuff. Now we're going to give Turn Meter to Yoda and cleanse him. And try to take Traya out, and we do. Okay, and now we're going to start working on Thrawn, because I want to get Fracture off of Bastila. Okay, well, Bastila lost her Fracture anyway. So now we're going to work on Nihilus, because I just want to get rid of him as quick as possible. Because that's always going to be one of the bigger problems that we have. Now let's spread some of these buffs for the squad. Start working on Nihilus, reduce his turn meter here. Okay. And now I'm going to give that turn meter to Yoda. And I'm going to have Yoda call in Bastila here for the attack. And take Nihilus out. Good. Now let's take Thrawn out. You can go nuts, Scion. That's fine. Not a problem. I'm going to take out Thrawn. And we're going to start working on Scion. basically just wear him out now. Okay. And I'm going to give some buffs to Yoda. We're going to spread these buffs to the squad. We're going to heal Yoda here and call him in for the assists. Yoda's going to attack again and again. Takes Revan out, and we're going to, well, we at least tried to stun him there, but we're going to revive Revan here and dispel Kenobi. And now I'm going to give this turn meter here to Yoda and sort of work on Scion here with Yoda. Reduce his turn meter, take Scion out. And now we're going to work on Nest. And just kind of try to take out as much of Nest's health as we can. Which is fine. And there we go. So, again, I mean, with relative ease and with a squishy Revan, able to take out Traya teams, no problem. Now, will this team lose on defense? Yes. Yes, it will. But you know what? That shouldn't be a shocker because every team in this game loses on defense. Okay, so it's not going to be the end of the world. I think ultimately you have to look at the positives and say to yourself that this is a fantastic new meta character that's going to be usable in territory wars and probably going to be at the top end of arena now because, again, even with a Gear 8, I sat there for hours without being touched. And I got knocked back a couple of times, you know, lost a few battles, but overall on offense, I'm not losing at all. And, you know, I've faced, you know, Night Sister squads, I've faced Sith squads with Palpatine and Traya. I've tested it against Rey Jedi training teams. And this is all in the live environment, not just on my test account. So this is using a Gear 8 Revan with my, you know, so-so mods in a high-level day one arena shard. So there you have it. I mean, again, great character overall. I think that there's a lot of negativity going around because, you know, again, when Rey Jedi Training came out, there was a lot of negativity surrounding her kit too because people just were unsure and didn't know the right teams to put around her. But then once people started running her with BB-8 and R2-D2 and, you know, found some different compositions out, all of a sudden she became the meta for, you know, several months. And I think that's kind of going to be the same situation here with Revan. We're just kind of figuring him out now. And as you can see, people are starting to post videos already of him doing sick, crazy damage in raids and, you know, how he's going to be probably one of the more effective characters in the meta for the foreseeable future. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. May the Force be with you, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yes, Master.